Alright, so I just wanted to share a tip that will help you when you're transferring a large amount of markups from one document, like an original plan set, to an updated plan set. For example, this one that I'm dealing with here, you can see the original drawing date, May 23rd, 2025. It's a building permit set, and we've received an updated addendum 1 dated July 18th, 2025 with some minor changes to the plans. And Bluebeam has a cool feature that you can make use of where if you don't want to have to copy and paste every single one of these markups page by page. This is a plan set that's 258 pages. The new plan set has 268 pages. There's a way that has been provided right here within Bluebeam to help you do that. So you just go up here to Batch and come down to Slip Sheet. You're going to select your open files, which are these two files here. The current file is going to be the original takeoff, so we want to remove the new one. And then down here in the revised files, we want to go ahead and open up our new plan set. One of the easiest ways to do this when your plan pages don't exactly match because the plan numbering is slightly different, like it is in this one. A few pages have been added to this new plan set, so the easiest way to do this is to select, instead of page label, which is kind of what you'll find is the default method, you want to go to page region. You want to hit select, and then what you're going to do is you're going to come down here to your page label, and you're just going to outline it. And so it gives you a little preview. It correctly identified it as page A3.10, and just select OK, and then select match pages. Now it's a little bit of a process. It's going to take a few minutes to do that, but it is searching through and comparing both of these plan sets right now. It's using that page number at the bottom to match all of the markups between the two sets and the corresponding pages. And you see the result, it matched 484 pages, and 42 pages are unmatched for one reason or another. I tried it multiple different ways to see which was the best result. Sometimes you do have to play around with it a bit like that. One of the other things I also did was set the scale on my plan pages from the new document to match the old document. It is not necessary to do that, but it's just something that I did. So I'm going to go ahead and just select OK. You can see it's going to replace the current pages with the revised pages. It's going to copy the markups from the current pages to the revised pages, and it's going to unflatten those markups before it copies them. So I'm going to just go ahead and hit OK. It's going to do its thing. So what it's doing, it's taking the new pages, all of the revised pages from this new document, and it's replacing all of the page numbers that match. So it's actually taking these pages, it's moving them into this old document, replacing the previous pages, but it's keeping all of the markups exactly where they were. So if you have a plan set where there's minimal changes that have been made, maybe a window type here or there, it preserves all of the data that you've worked hours and hours marking up, and it overlays it exactly in the same place that it was. It just overlays it on the new plan page. For a long time I've done this manually, and I just decided because of the size of this today that I would go ahead and try it. and I was satisfied with the results. I think it saves quite a bit of time. Probably not going to work in every single scenario, especially when you have major changes to a plan set, where there's just so much revision happening that it basically makes it a new takeoff. Okay, so I have a list of these unmatched pages. I'm not going to extract them. I'm not going to open them. I'm not going to do anything to update. I'm just going to skip here. But I will create a detailed report. I'm going to save it in the same file that I have my takeoff in right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it in here in the plans. I'm going to select that folder, and I'm going to say OK. The reason why I did that is because it's going to tell me exactly how many pages were slip sheeted, from where to where. So the revised set, the new set, and I can see pretty clearly how the page numbers were aligning for quite a while through this process, and then at some point it's going to help me to see right in here somewhere my page numbers looks like starts to go off just a little bit. Let's see here, and I'm just going to scroll down through it. The reason why I'm saving this is because I want to know which pages were matched and which pages weren't. So maybe this is 28 pages. So it might take you a bit of time to go through it, but this way you just have it documented. What was actually replaced, what still needs to be perhaps manually taken care of. So hopefully that helps you in a situation where you need to transfer markups quickly, or you don't just want to go through the painstaking detail of doing it page by page. Of course, you're still going to have to go through and review these documents. You're going to still go through and check. Previously this page had a May 2025 date, and now this is the new addendum 1 page, just to show you kind of how this works. It looks like this was a little bit off center. Maybe my new page was not quite where my old page was. In that case, you just control A, select all these markups, and I bet if I move them over, they're going to match up and line up just fine. I might move this just slightly. Actually, that looks pretty good right where it's at. And then zoom out, and you can see these are matching up pretty much exactly where they were in the old plan set. Just scroll through a few pages to verify. Of course, I'm going to go through all of these in detail just to make sure and verify. I'm going to be looking for changes, but it definitely saves a tremendous amount of time. My talking is the only thing that has made this video so long. The actual process of doing it was, I would say, probably 3 minutes. So hopefully it helps. Post any questions that you have, and I'd be happy to answer.